Welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm your host Jay, and this is the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 3-month review. It's 3 months since Ole took the wheel. Joining me today are Abdullah, Adam McCullough, and making her Full Time Devils debut, Nidian. So welcome, guys. It's 3 months since Ole took over. During that time, he's had a record number of away wins as United manager. He's taken a record number of points as a new manager in his first 10 games. He's gone away to the Emirates and won. He's gone away to Wembley and won. He's gone away to Chelsea and won. He's gone away to Paris Saint-Germain and won. He's been the first manager to get through the knockout stages after winning his first home leg, losing his first home leg, by 2 goals. And he's also taken us from 11 points off top 4 to just 2 points within the top 4. But it's not all been plain sailing. We've had back-to-back defeats. We've gone out of the FA Cup and we lost a bit of a top 4 6-pointer away at Arsenal. So today we're going to be giving him a 3-month review. We're going to be looking at tactics, we're going to be looking at the style of football, and we're also going to be looking at man management. So first up is Maka. Maka, you're going to be looking at how he's done man management wise. How would you rate Ole these first few months as caretaker manager when it comes to man management?
I think the man management side of things has probably been the strongest part of his game, and I think that's something that he's kind of picked up from Sir Alex Ferguson in his treatment of players as well. I remember the old about Fergie where he'd go and tell players like, I need you for a game in 3 weeks. I need you to play for that game. And those players would be thinking, amazing, I've got a big game in 3 weeks. But in Fergie's head, he's dropping them for the next 2 games. And I think it's just a way of dealing with players, speaking about players, speaking to the press. And I think he's nailed everything in terms of the way he's approached things. He's not been too kind to players, I don't think. He has been critical when required to be, but he's kept most of the negativity or any negativity that he has had to bring into the changing rooms, and he's kept most of it in front of most of what he says about players in front of the press. Mainly positive. In terms of, when we look at the players and the way they've responded to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and reacted to him, I think, Paul Ince is a bed and he gets rinsed for what he said at that time. But what he said at that time was half right in the sense that anybody that knew Manchester United and knew the club could have come in and changed the mood. Now, obviously, tactically, and we'll talk about tactically later, and everything else that comes with management, obviously, you have to be pretty good at that. But I agreed with him in the sense that anybody that knew the club could have changed the mood, and that's exactly what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did. He's united everyone again, as cheesy as it sounds, and that's a big part of his man management and dealing with players and speaking to players and speaking about players. So I've been impressed with his man management. If I had to give his man management alone a grade, I'd say it was an A. You know what? Actually, let me say B, because I think you have to see over the course of a season. It's been a 3-month period, so it's only 3 months. He hasn't had to deal with a massive squad with 4 competitions, trying to keep everyone happy. So, let's say B.
Do you see any players that were playing better under Mourinho than they are under Ole, or do you think he's improved the whole squad?
Probably David De Gea at times when he was better under Ole, but I just think David De Gea was better before this season. Like but David De Gea, he hasn't had the best of seasons. But I don't think that's anything to do with the manager, to be honest. I don't see a player that's played better for Jose than even Scott McTominay.
Yeah, the Manager's Player of the Year award. The inaugural winner, the Jose Mourinho Award. Even he's not playing as well.
You bought from home bargain.
Well, 10 minutes before the ceremony started, from what I heard, they had to rush out and get one because he decided there and then he was gonna give an award to someone because he didn't want to just see the keeper winning it all the time. Nidian, you're taking a look at his style of football. Everyone's buzzing again at Old Trafford or away as well. The style of football seems to have improved. How do you rate the style of football under Ole?
Oh, he's brought the spirit back. I mean, we're more looking forward to all Man United's games. Like when one game finishes, we're looking forward to the next game. Like we're positive, ambitious. All the fans are really looking forward, and he's brought the spirit back, the Fergie spirit back, and you can see that the players are more. They have more pride now at wearing the shirt, and yeah, it's really good at the moment. We're really enjoying watching Man United play. He's brought the spirit back, and that's lovely.
You talk about the spirit. Do you think we're playing football the right way in terms of attacking? Are you seeing the sort of attacking football that you want to see from a United side?
Yes, I mean, United have changed so much in the last 3 months. The players are more focusing on attacking. You can see also in the FA Cup versus Arsenal, the 3-1 win when Martial did that counter attack. We tore Arsenal apart really, and that was amazing what Martial did.
Yeah, certainly. It sort of ties in with what Mac is saying about getting the best out of players. If you had to give him a rating, a grade, what grade would you give him when it comes to the style of football that Ole's got us playing?
Definitely an A from me. He truly deserves a grade A from me, definitely. He's really doing a great job. I mean, the team, look at the points difference, look at the goal difference ever since he's been back. We literally jumped. So I'm really looking forward to the next games to see what's going to be done. So a grade A from me so far, for sure.
You're right. It's definitely a change in the mood about looking forward to games. It wasn't the case all the time with the previous manager. Last but not least is Abdullah. Abdullah, you're looking at tactics under Ole. Has Ole been getting his tactics right?
I'd say 99% of the time, pretty much. If you look at the way Tony Martial, obviously, and Marcus Rashford will go in narrow and wide, understanding their roles, and Jesse Lingard playing in that 10, and then sort of rotating in that front three is a lot more fluid. From what you hear as well, he does want the front three to work hard. I don't think it's like that requirement with Jose Mourinho where he wants your wingers to constantly track back and, knacker them out like that, where they've got no ideas then going forward and, you're out the game. Your best players are out the game, essentially, because you're asking them to track back constantly. I think it's more about pressing from the front, similar to what Liverpool have done. City do that throughout the pitch. They're the best team at doing that. But if you compare to what Liverpool done last season, really well to get them to the Champions League final and, stay in the top four, was, pressing as that front three. And I think he's done really well. It's just that we've been a bit unlucky with injuries, but you show as well, with the rotation, when Romelu Lukaku comes in, the style and the tactics in that attacking line has been really good. Now, defensively, Eric Bailly and Lindelof worked at times, but I think Chris Smalling has had much better games than he's had under Jose Mourinho, without a shadow of a doubt. His defensive understanding of the game has looked a lot better under Ole, and I think that comes, with the protection that he's had as well, with Lindelof. The only thing, the mishap for me was I would have loved to see Delors play a bit more than Ashley Young at times, but I do understand, obviously, that he's had to utilise Delors in different areas of the pitch. But overall, I'll probably give him a grade B just because we got a game or two wrong, where we should have played a bit more wide rather than just that narrow system with the higher press. But I'm really happy with what he's done. He's changed it really quick. I don't think any manager would have come in and, if we talk about the style, the tactics, understanding the club, it's all rolled into one. And what him and Mike Phelan and McKenna and Carrick have done has been absolutely top. So I can't really complain in terms of that. You're always going to get the one or two wrong, I remember Sir Alex, I think, lost to Coventry or something when I was younger. And I was like, well, this isn't part of the script. And it must have been, I think they were in the Championship or League One. And then I think 2 weeks later, we won in the Champions League knockouts. And those games happen. It happens to the best of us. You do get it wrong and you do lose games like that Wolves game the other night. It's just about how we bounce back and can he get it tactically right in the next game.
I mean, you're all giving him positive ratings. Are we all agreed that Ole is the right man for the job, or is anyone out there that thinks that we need to wait till the end of the season? Macca, is it nailed on that he's the right man for the job long term?
I think if this is an audition, he's passed it.
Yeah.
I'm still, yesterday I was listening to was listening to a debate on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and whether we should get him or Poch, and I felt myself defending Solskjaer a lot, which was weird because I was fully all for Pochettino 3 months ago coming in at Manchester United, and when people were talking about, oh, but Solskjaer hasn't won this and hasn't won that, I found myself saying, but Poch hasn't done it either. But I don't know. I'm still undecided because anything can happen. As soon as you get the permanent manager's job, things change for you. Your relationship with the players might change a little bit. You're then relied on to bring in transfers and make signings, and you've got to be judged on that. You get objectives for a whole season. Like, he's just brought us back into top 4 contention, which has been absolutely amazing. But when you're asked to then, all right, now you need to deliver a title challenge, it's a little bit different. So I think he'll get the job, and I think he'll deserve to get the job, and I'm all behind him getting a job. But there's still a little bit of part of me that's like, let's just not get carried away. We still need to give him time.
Nidian, do you agree? Do you think he is the right man for the job long term?
Yes, I do agree. I mean, okay, Ole's always done really good for Man United when he was a player, and now that he's a manager as well so far. All managers do lose some games, but you see how he'll pick up, and hopefully we'll win some more games, obviously. You can feel the pride and passion he has for the club and its history, and he's really got the players performing. So I do think that will pick up and he'll get the job. So, very good luck to him, and we'll be following and supporting Ole for sure. Top manager.
Abdullah, you're in agreement with that?
I'm in agreement with that. I think you don't want to put it out there. I think he's got the job personally. I think they've given it him especially after Paris. I just don't think they want to put it out there straight away. I think there was something about Teddy Sheringham the other day having an interview and sort of hinting at it as well, and you hear things here and there. So personally, when you pass that test against Paris, I've never seen anything like it in Champions League football. No one can tell me. You got a bunch of players that you got to hand out debuts to, who are under the age of 20. You got a 17-year-old running on the pitch in the end, and then you've managed to get a result, and you've done it in the best possible fashion. Arguably the best team left in the competition, alongside City and Barca, and that for me, that Paris was the biggest test, and he really did pass that. I think not only that, I think once the players have that connection, and I do understand there's a bit of player power at times at football clubs now, and it does happen, and once the players have that connection with a manager and understand that, we even hear that he is criticising a lot of the players at times, and he isn't just letting them off the hook. And, he has got it in him from what we hear as well, that he will, have a go at you if you're doing things wrong. So people thinking he's a yes man and all of that, no one's in the dressing room, no one's inside that board when they're having that chat, and no one knows what's going on. And I think that's an escape for people, to just sort of say, oh, I don't want Ole to get the job because he's just going to be a yes man. But what if he's someone like Jose Mourinho who's going to just clash heads with the board? You're not going to get any budget. You're just going to have problems and a toxic environment in the club. You're going to lose the best players, the likes of Paul Pogba, who, if we had Jose Mourinho right now, would almost certainly be going in the summer, in my opinion. So once the players have that connection with the manager and really want to fight out for him on that pitch, and they have that quality, you become an unstoppable force. And I think right now, you don't want to break that right now. And I think the players do want Ole in the job. Let's just see how, the next few weeks go with Barca and that. But for now, definitely Ole for the job. And we don't want to be overreacting. We lost 3 big games and we've had a run of big games. So, it does happen. And, it wasn't like outrageous results against like Wigan in the FA Cup or something like that. So let's just see how it goes. But for now, I think Ole deserves the job. Give it another 2-3 weeks before anything official at least. But definitely don't wait until the end, because I think it shows the confidence if they do give it him. Something like around mid-April towards the end, if he does a good job against Barcelona and shows what United are made of.
If he does a good job against Barcelona and gets us through that, I think he deserves a statue. Never mind a job full time. Just to go over the ratings, Maki, you gave him a B for his man management. Nidian, you gave him an A for his style of football. And Abdul, you gave him a B as well for his tactics. So we'll work it out as like a B plus. I think that is. Guys, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for that that discussion. Everyone watching, you can get involved in it on the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. This has been Full Time Devils. Thanks a lot.